Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. Thanks for joining us for our fourth and final offering today for your Monday. Today's absolutely flown over. It's been such a fast day. We've had a lot of fun, loads of great shows, loads of great deals, and we finished this evening with Monday Makers. Looking forward to this show actually because we are going to be having a look at lots of different items which you can find right now on the website. We've got those amazing watercolour stamps on the show for you which have been so super popular. We're going to be taking a little bit of a trip to the vintage Carnival, which I'm quite excited to see back actually. Not seen that kit on a show for a little while, so that's going to be amazing. We've got Celebrate the Good Times for you as well. Plus we've got some Monday mega deals and loads more for you. The other thing to let you in about, if you haven't yet heard today, we do have some brand new digital downloads, and I'm not talking about just papers this time. I'm talking about collections. Yes, on the website right now you can get your hands on, oh, I left my notes over there, you can get your hands on some Sarah signature collections. Basically download, print, craft. It is as simple as that. Digital stamps and SVG cut files from Enchanted Dreams, Dancing Dragonflies, Caring Thoughts, Bohemian Collection, and then the Age of Elegance as well. Those are the 5 initial collections that you can now digitally download. There are more to come. I believe Rachel was telling me earlier on there is a poll which is going to be going up in the Crafterscompanion page a little bit later on. What do you want to see next? What I will say is there will be more, and if you love our Nature's Garden collections too, hang fire because some of those collections could be coming to you sooner than you might think. Don't try and pump me for information because I'm not going to give you any more than that. But very exciting. Check it all out on the website. Had a lovely couple of hours with Sarah, with our Craft with Sarah show. All of that creative stuff, of course, on the website for you as well if you want to check back and grab that. But for the final show this evening, I'm delighted to say she's back. Here she is. Bless her, she's been very busy recently. She doesn't know what day it is, as we said earlier. Clues up there for you, Debbie. It is it is a Monday. It's lovely to have you back on the show. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you very much. Fed, watered, caught up with what I needed to catch up with the admin, because that was the thing that was getting, I mean, talk about prep, getting behind with the admin as well. So I've all done all my catch up little bits, so I think I'm okay. I think I'm good to go, and had a nice little chat with the team over in the office, which I very rarely get to do these days, so that was nice to go and see those guys. Won't let me in the cupboard though.
Won't let you in the cupboard?
Wasn't allowed in the cupboard.
Oh.
The cupboard where all the magic happens.
Ah, the magic cupboard.
I've heard this talk of birthday in there. Although I have seen a couple of sneaky things, but I'll say no more. I'm looking forward to this one, Monday Makers. I love any show that we do here. We're going to be kick-starting with some of my favourite things, because I made no bones of it earlier. I absolutely love this launch, and I'm pleased to be doing something with it again. So yeah, I can't wait. I think we've got loads lined up. Some collections I've not worked with for a while as well. One of them, Celebrate the Good Times. It's been ages since I've worked with that one, so I'm really looking forward to that one. And also Vintage Carnival too. And I'm going to play with one of the pieces that I haven't yet played with. So I'm looking forward to that one as well.
As always, get in touch with us. Be nice and interactive with us. We love to hear from you. Anything you want to see, anything you want to know, anything you want to show. We've got Radical Rachel on the socials this evening. Karen Hogue says morning. Morning. Hello to Jane Adams, who says good morning, everyone, from a fabulous, not too hot today, Las Vegas. Only 94 today. That's 30 odd, isn't it? No, just less than 30, I think, isn't it? 94? Yeah. What is that? Oh, it's 33. That's cool, isn't it, for Vegas, pretty much? Probably all got your long overcoats on and woolly hats. Linda Sadler says, hi, everyone, from a sunny and hot Pennsylvania. 97 in New York. We all know who's there, don't we, eh? If you follow him on his socials, you know all about what he's been up to. Boy, oh boy, he's showing every single second, I think, of what he's doing, literally. 37,000 steps on Saturday, apparently. I don't think I've done that many this year. Producer Johnny's just gone, there is a subway you can get on if you like. He's taking it all in there, isn't he? Bless him. Jen says, hello, everyone. Michelle Knits for you says, afternoon all, sitting in a cool Starbucks. And it's Jan in for the show. Jan with you. Oh, why did I say Rachel? Oh, Rachel's passed the torch. Hi, Jan.
Yeah, so Jan started, she's like me. She started, she's ending.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, we're like the bookends, aren't we, Jan? We're like the bookends. The starters, although I did do a little bit in the middle. And, oh, sure, the second, not the middle. Actually, what is the middle today? What's the middle of 4?
Well, there isn't really a middle because there's 4.
Yeah, it's a bit weird that one, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, me and John started and finishing together.
A couple of bookends, that's what I always call you. By the way, mentioning the new downloadable collections, there is a poll that has been pinned as a featured post in the I'm a Crafterscompanion group. I've just had a look at it. What would you like to see next in that format? There's a few suggestions. You can add your own, but of the ones we've suggested, Enchanted Ocean, these are only suggestions.
Okay.
Christmas Rose.
Christmas, oh.
Watercolour Christmas.
Watercolour Christmas. I can't remember that one. Hang fire.
Wasn't that the one with the animals in the forest?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Good memory.
I only remember that one because, who is the lady now? She'll message if she's watching. There was one lady I said, because there was like that, it looked like the animals were playing tennis, and she created that card with the net and the animals playing tennis in the forest. Who was that who did that? If you're watching, let me know. My memory's terrible. Sarah Signature Garden Party. And then the Peony collection is another one. So you can vote, and if there's one particular that you want to get made into a digital collection, people have already suggested Parisian, Venetian Grace, Colour Your World, Roaring Twenties. Get involved, all on the socials. Right, let's get into the show. Hello, Lois in Ohio. Hello, Teresa Rogers, and Lois also in Ohio. Did I say hello to you twice, Lois? I think I did. There you go. 2 for the price of 1. Watercolour stamps. We had a showstopper deal on this, but it has sadly sold out. We can still bring you these stamps though. So this is £23.95 if you're platinum. This is not tariff free, so that price on the screen is not reflective of the tariffs that you might pay. However, these stamps are incredible. And I was a little bit like Debbie initially. You know, sometimes I see a collection and automatically it kind of clicks in my mind and I go, oh yeah, I get this, I love this, I see what this is all about. This collection initially I was a bit like, huh? But yeah, I was a bit like Scooby-Doo. Huh? But the best way to describe this, and I think you said this earlier on, Debbie, we've had nesting dies, we've now got nesting stamps, haven't we?
If you wanted to, the way you look at it, they look like nesting stamps, but it's the versatility of them and the things that you can do with them.
Which you're going to see in just a few moments' time. And you'll see how Debbie uses these. She was using the glitter watercolour palette earlier on, just applying it onto the stamps on the stars it was earlier, then stamping it down and then drawing the colour out from the actual stamped image. So very clever. And of course, you can do all your different watercolour techniques with these as well. The great thing about these stamps is that they're not like full stamps, if you know what I mean. They're outline stamps. So with this one, which is that teardrop, for example, you can, Debbie was talking about this quite a lot, you can squidge them, you can manipulate them and make them into like different shapes if you want. These are going to allow you to become, and you'll see with the finished samples with Debbie in just a second, like really, and I'll use her term because I love it, arty-farty. Like you will be able to come very arty-farty with this. Once you use these like stamps as the starting point for the project, then you're bringing in all of your watercolours, whether it be, you know, things like your Moonbeam, Sunbeam, the glitter watercolour palette, or, you know, the watercolour palette, the 48 watercolour palette that we've got, and then you're just going to have a play. You're going to have fun with these and create some really incredible works of art, as you'll see with what Debbie made a little bit earlier on. But you can see all the different shapes I've gone through there, from square to rectangle to circle, and then you've got your beautiful hearts within that collection as well. So it's £23.95. The boards, you look at them and go, nah, maybe, but it's when you see what you can do with them is why you'll jump in and grab them. I'm glad you went with this one first, because this is incredible.
I love this one. I ain't gonna lie, I love it. There's just something about it. And this is the thing about having these shapes and the fact that they're like a nesting shape, which means basically they start large and they work their way down into a small one, which means you can create things like this. Is so cool.
Yeah.
I wish I'd done something like this with me craft along now. Do you know what? I've got a bit of a crafty stash this week. These may or may not appear.
Go on.
Shall I?
Yeah.
Shall I do one this week?
Who wants to see it in Crafty Stash?
Shall we do a good watercolour hour?
When?
So tomorrow's... I could do tomorrow.
Who wants to see it tomorrow then?
Should we do it tomorrow?
What, just a bit of a play?
Just a bit of a play?
Yeah.
An hour of playing. I did it this morning with the colour. I'm going to do it again. And I think I might try and do my own take on something like this. Maybe put a bit of tangling in there, because you had that good idea this morning and I was like, oh yes, absolutely. But I love
let us know in the comments if you want to see that tomorrow.
Let me know. Let me know. I hope you're going to say yes though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. No.
Like, no. Ah, yes, loving it. Already getting some yeses. Thank you very much. But isn't that so cool? I love that. Now, what I love about them is the versatility. So for this, This is like using one of the rectangular ones that has literally been used as a background with then a plain stamp over the top. It could be an outline die that's over the top, but a plain stamp over the top to create something simple but stunning. I'm thinking of the vintage rose.
Okay.
The collection, our favourite stamp, which our Craig talks about it all the time. It's one of my favourite stamps. You could do something like that with that as well and create a bit of a background. And rather than worrying about the colouring in section, look how fantastic that looks. In fact, Debbie, keep that to one side as well. I love this. I wish I had more than an hour. I love this. Again, another fabulous one because it's literally using the circular stamps, colouring them in, drawing out that colour, taking an outliner. Again, a little bit arty-farty. Do not worry about going round in a proper circle. You can, if you want, because you've got that circle there, but get a little bit arty with it. Love that. I love this as well, I'm not going to lie, because when you look at this, I see a lovely background that looks like a printed paper, but it actually is an inky background. But then using things that you have in your crafty stash. This is one of the older collections with the Uggs and Kisses. That is superb. Again, another beautiful one. I'm going to keep all these simples out.
I love this 4-leaf clover.
The Love Heart 4-leaf clover is a work of art. I just think that is so clever. And what Rebecca's done is she's actually cut them out and then decoupaged them up. Fabulous.
Yeah.
That's what this collection is all about. There are so many ways. If anybody did the class with Ali down at Evesham, Ali's done a little demonstration, some classes down there. You know, you get some ideas. She's posted on the I'm a Crafterscompanion page. Go and have a look at her take on them. They are so versatile. They're probably one of the most versatile stamps we've ever done in terms of the kind of things that you can achieve. Look at this. I love that one. I love that one. That's with the Moonbeam on some black cardstock.
Okay.
And a bit of embossing powder because she's embossed it. Because don't forget it's a stamp.
Yeah.
So you can emboss with your embossing, clear embossing, or the silver and put some clear over the top. Absolutely phenomenal. Another fabulous one. Look at that. I love. This is what I love about this. And then one of my favourite pieces.
Oh, this is brilliant. Who did this one?
Oh, that's Rebecca again. Hats off to Rebecca Davis. Your samples on this collection are amazing. As are all of our fabulous design team. You've seen some of Nicola's work in there as well. Absolutely incredible where you can be doing this, you can achieve this, and then you could put that that would look lovely in anybody's home, all, craft room, a gift, whatever it is that you want to do, and get creative with them. And I love that for that reason. They're versatile, they're fabulous, and I'm going to get ready for my first demonstration because I'm going to use...
I was going to say, I'm not joking you. That's the kind of thing that you might see in a little boutique-y shop down by the seaside. In a little...
and how much would you be charging for something like that?
Oh, yeah. 20 quid?
25, 30 pounds, yeah, easily. Yeah. Easily for a bit of wall art. And you can do that. You can achieve that kind of look. So honestly, absolutely, I just love them. I absolutely love them. Fantastic.
We say a few more hellos whilst we get ready for the demos with Debbie. I'm looking forward to seeing the watercolour stamps. I have missed previous demos, says Little Bear. So you'll see them now and potentially tomorrow on Crafty Stash, 10 a.m. Be here or... Doesn't work. I was going to say be here or be square. Be there or be square. Be here or be... No.
Still not working?
I can't think of anything that rhymes. It doesn't work. These stamps are great for making scrapbooking backgrounds, says Mary Pat 1000. Tracy says, good evening. I hope everyone is okay. Wave to Debbie and Ben and Jan. Hello. Carol Byrne, Big Winner Burn, says, hello, Ben and Debbie. Hope you enjoyed your ball at the weekend. Did you enjoy it, Carol? Did you enjoy it, Debbie?
What was that?
God, it's getting hot now, isn't it? It's getting hot in here. Carol said, did you enjoy it, Debbie? That's what I meant to say.
Yes, I did, Carol. Thank you very much. And I promise I will post some pictures. I'll put it on my Facebook page later so you can have a little peek at the what I look like from head to toe. Because I think I just did like a body shot when I posted it in. Did I let you do your little bit of your selfies and your...
Yeah.
Like, you always make a good angle. Did you see Sarah this morning when she took that picture?
Oh, she's brilliant with selfies, though.
Because she's got, I said long arms. Did I say tall arms to her?
You said she's got tall arms,
I said tall arms. I mean, you could tell by stringing sentences together this morning. But she's got really long arms, so... Yeah. But then she goes right up there, and I felt like I were doing a bit of limbo. Because I was like, it doesn't have to be that high, does it? But she said it's a good angle, but I love doing a selfie, so I'll share some pictures of what I did this weekend, and I'll put that on my page.
Rhonda says, hello to Ben, Debbie, team, crew, and all my lovely creative friends from Oak Park, Chicago. Sorry, I got the giggles.
What
Mary
are you
Pat
giggling
says,
at, mister?
Nothing. Mary Pat says, I just had to order this set the moment it was released. The possibilities are endless. If you've made any projects with this set yet and you want to send them in, feel free to studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. I think I just saw a message to say that someone sent in some pictures, so we will do pictures through the show. I feel like we need to get this going again. You know, send in your pictures, we'll do little galleries. I know we still can't put them on the screen, but I can show them on my tablet. So the problem is, like, we've got so many gremlins like hanging around. Normally when we like put photos on, that's when the gremlins appear, so it's safer to do it on my tablet, and you can still see them. So feel free to send it in. Right, let's get into it then. So Debbie is going to create, which of the shapes are you going to use?
The love hearts. Because this morning I shared that lovely picture of the love heart butterflies. I absolutely loved it. I thought I'm going to recreate something similar myself. So I have got those. Now, you know, they've all got 4 pieces to them. In fact, there are all 4 pieces, aren't they? Is it 4 in each of them, or is there some more? Oh, no, some are 5. I just had to have a little peek then, because I will like, but I love these. And this is going to create the butterfly element to it as well. So I'm just going to, oops, wait a minute. Look at you two giggling. Schoolboys, you're going to have to share that joke with me after the show, I'm telling you now, boys. It's getting very hot, is it? It is very warm in here, though. It's very nice outside.
Is it? I've not been outside all day.
Yeah, it's beautiful outside, yeah. Now, I am going to create, I asked Jake, so I've pinched the sunbeam.
Oh, yeah.
Sunbeam worked lovely on white.
Are these still in stock, Johnny, did you say?
We could have a little look. You can create it with your glitter ones that I used this morning. You can create it with your water palette as well. In fact, you could create it with this one.
Okay.
And you could add a bit of sparkle or shimmer in afterwards. So you could use this, which has got your 48 colours. There you go.
Oh, yes.
Are these in stock?
They were very recently.
Shall we use these then? Shall we change up? We can do that if you want. I have not a problem. But if you've got these, I might use it in the Crafty Stash tomorrow.
Oh, both out of stock.
Right, I'll tell you what, we'll use those tomorrow. Crafty Stash, or whatever it's called again.
Crafty Stash. We'll craft together, yeah. Oh. Just join Debbie at 10, basically. Exactly.
And let's have a little play. Ooh, I think I might have to have a purple. Do I have a purple? Ooh, do you know? Choices. I could glitterify it up myself, though, because do you know what I could use? Oh, not my fan brush. Put my fan brush back, Debbie. You could use a clear overlay pen. I know they're still in stock. And you could use that in there. But I'm not going to do that because I'll probably put a bit of glitter in there. And then the next time someone comes to use that, they'll be like, oh, done this. Oh, let's put that in there. And it would be me. Let me grab my water brushes. I do love my water brushes that we've got. And are these still in stock, Johnny?
Yeah, they are.
Fabulous. We'll do that. We'll use those because I do love these.
And the Crafterscompanion paint brushes are back in stock as well as of today. They are on the show if you want to grab those.
Ooh.
Yes.
Right, so I'm going to just drop a bit of water, get my brush flowing. Oh, wait a minute.
There's nothing in it?
It's an empty brush.
Do you want me to fill it up?
Would you mind filling me that up for me?
I'll do it for you. I wouldn't do it for anyone else.
Remember, it goes the opposite way around?
Yes.
Oh, you remember that?
No, here's the thing.
Oh, go on then.
The other day, Debbie couldn't work it out, and I remembered because you told me no one else could work it out, and I felt really proud because I was just sat there casually. I went, yeah, it unscrews the other way.
Did you tell her that I told you?
No. I just made that. I was like, yeah, everyone knows that, don't they? Everyone knows. Yeah.
Everyone knows.
Everyone knows that. Unscrews the
other way around.
Yeah.
The only reason I knew is because Paige told me.
Oh, I always knew. Everyone knows.
It's fine. Yeah. Well, if you wouldn't mind, fill me that up for me. But I've got another one that I can use that I've got some. Debate. What colour do I use? That green is divine. But so is that blue. Oh, why not use both, Debbie? Why not have a bit of both? So, again, I'm just going to pop a little bit of paint onto there. And we'll get that started. And again, don't worry if... Yeah, we'll have a bit of both. I can hear some whistling in my ear. Could you, Johnny? Is he whistling to himself while he's on his little mission? And then again, I've got to come back in with that one. Yeah, I can hear him whistling away.
What was I whistling, though?
I don't know.
Ah.
Didn't quite catch that. I have got a fan blowing in my ear. Thank you very much, my lovely.
Welcome.
Right, so I'm going to put the first one down. And we're going to drag out the colour.
Oh, here we go.
This is the lovely thing about these. and use that colour. And again, you could add more, but I'll tell you something, without these watercolour palettes, a little goes a long way.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to turn that way. And we're going to come in and I'm going to add, again, both those colours. And then a bit of that darker blue in there as well. I will use same brush. Of course, we've got 2 brushes, 3 brushes, 4 brushes actually to be playing with. But I'm just going to come in. Now, when you pop this on, I'm going to almost join it in the middle. In fact, I will join it in the middle. There we go. And then again, draw out those colours.
I'm tempted at some point soon to have a go with these because I haven't mastered. Shut up, Ben. What are you talking about? I haven't mastered alcohol colouring, but I feel like I'm more. I feel like I've got better with alcohol markers, but like watercolour, I really want to have a go with because.
Much more forgiving.
Yeah, it is.
And
the more I watch you do this, it looks very, very satisfying.
It is. It is. So I've created my first butterfly. We'll come in with a couple more.
Yeah.
So I'll have. I love. Sarah said to me this morning, didn't she? She said, "Oh, I love it when you wing it."
Wing it, yeah.
And I said, I feel really at ease and in my own little creative space, as she saw this morning when I was busy playing while, and we call it work. But I do love this kind of crafting.
I think this is quite nice because this must be how you do a lot of your crafting at home.
Is.
You must just sit down and have a play.
It is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And getting inspiration from places.
Yeah.
So taking from the DT, the fabulous DT, and the inspiration that I got from this one is from the fabulous Rebecca, who's created quite a lot for us in terms of these stamps. And she's done an absolutely cracking job. Cracking job.
And I think the thing again to say here is this is something which is achievable and something you should definitely try even if you've never like watercoloured before.
Absolutely.
Because again, with your little, your card, which is on the Gemini 2 actually earlier on, once you kind of like, you know, start spritzing and start like, you know, getting your paintbrush out and like splatting the water down and splatting the colour down, it becomes a very sort of, what's the word? It's not an exact art, is it?
Exactly.
It's very organic. It's very
organic.
Just play and see what comes of it. And that's what I love about it. You can almost not make a mistake with this.
And that's what's so forgiving with watercolour. It's exactly that.
Yeah.
Now I'm just going to do one more because I'm going to have one on its side, so to speak. So I'm going to bring in a little bit of the colours again. So a bit of that. Actually, there's quite a lot on there. I could probably get away with another print. I won't lie. There's still quite a bit on that. So let's just pop that down. I'm trying not to get it in there because it's not fully dry yet, Debbie. But let's just pop that down and again draw out with your water brush. And then we'll dry this off, and then we'll do a little bit of snipping, cutting out.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll add using an art liner. So grab your art liners or your permanent pens, whichever one you want to use to create your bodies of your butterfly. But I'm done with my... Oh, Debbie, where's your tissue? Oh, what have I done with tissue? Oh, it's there. It's that Sarah, she's moving things.
What's she like?
She moved it, she did, the cheeky devil. There we go. And just clear off your brush. And it literally... wipes clean.
Yeah.
However, some nature of some of our inks, depending on the pigment, will stain.
When you were wiping that, I'm being very finicky here. When you were wiping that, were you like pushing water through at the same time?
Pushing water through at the same time to get through the bristles.
Yeah.
So can you see? I've pushed that water through.
Cool.
So, and it just cleans that off. Won't remove the stain, but it does not affect anything. Does not affect a single thing. Now, I've got my heat tool, so we're going to dry with our heat tool. Wait a minute. Plugged in? Yes, it is. And again, Ben, anybody could do this. Anybody could do this. We're just going to give that a little dry.
Yeah. Alison's joined us, saying hi to Ben and Debbie. Michael Adams is in. Good evening all. Ben and Debbie looking good. Hi to Jeffrey who's joined us, saying good evening to Ben, Debbie and the magnificent crew.
What was that?
I'm just saying hello to people.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking to me.
No, I fell in time.
I know, it was so difficult. What was that?
Hey!
What?
Who?
It's because I've got... Do you know what it is? Fan
Yeah.
and heat tool.
Oh, yeah.
Can't hear a thing you're saying. I've no idea what you're saying.
What?
I was like, what's he saying? Huge.
I'll speak a bit louder next time.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. So we're going to come in and we're going to add a body.
Oh, yeah. That's cute. Is that just art liner?
Just an outliner. and I'm no artist, can I just tell you right now? I think I said that this morning. I'm not an artist of any shape, any form. But anybody could do this.
Yeah, little antennae.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's your first one. Let's do the second one.
Cute. Hi to Rondo's joined us, saying it's 89 degrees right now, going up to 94 in Chicago.
Goodness me, that is hot.
Thank you, Carolyn Laverspear says, Ben, you are a treasure. I didn't even pay for her to say that. Ben, you are a treasure. Your interest in creativity is so sweet. As I always say, I think I'm very creative in other avenues, but I really enjoy seeing people get excited about being creative. And, well, I've been here 5 years now, so you would hope that I enjoy this and I find it interesting. I like having a go.
You like having a go?
Yeah, that's the best thing, isn't it? Just have a go, have a play, have fun. I mean, look at that. That's incredible.
Absolutely. Tell you what, we'll do something in a minute. Let me grab me little snippy scissors.
I love the butterfly, the side view of the butterfly there.
A little side one, yeah.
That's
Easy
really cool.
to achieve, and you've got the right tools. I mean, look, this is your stamps. Oh, kept me. It's because I've lost my middle scissors, Johnny. I do apologise. I can't find my middle scissors anywhere, so they've disappeared out of the bag. So I'm just like literally chopping into it as quick as I can. That's
really making Johnny laugh the way that you're cutting so quickly.
Oh, bless you. Sorry. I was just trying to get in there really quick, so and it's only because I would normally do it with my middle-sized scissors rather than my snippy scissors, because I can get cutting quickly with those.
Hi to Little Bear, she says, I've got these watercolours, so I could try this demo later. Please do, that's what we're here for, like copy away. I'm looking forward to seeing Debbie working her creativity with this set, says Pat. I had received this as a showstopper set, hoping to try it later on today. And hi to Denise, who says, hi everyone from sunny Ipswich in Suffolk. UK still recovering from the weekend craftaganza.
Oh.
We need more goss on that, Debbie, don't we?
We do. Do you know, they've been really quiet, haven't they?
I know.
They've been really quiet. I bet it's one of those what's been in craftaganza stays in craftaganza moments. I feel I think everyone was sworn to secrecy to keep it that way.
Do you know what, Johnny? That's great minds think alike. Like, so now neither of them are here.
Yeah.
Like, so who do you feel that you learnt more off? Or okay. What was your favourite class? Maybe that's a bit fairer. What was your favourite class?
I think that's going to be a toughie to choose.
And then if you want to be even fairer, what was your favourite Leanne class? What was your favourite Sarah class? And then that way, there's no sort of like.
And who won the bingo, Ben?
Oh, who won the bingo?
Who won the bingo?
Oh yeah,
there was the drinking the inky water on there. They put it in.
Ah, yeah.
We and you, weren't we, on Friday?
Yeah, that's what that was
Thursday,
for,
weren't it? Yeah, when we were thinking of all the things, because Taylor set us the mission, didn't she, to try and come up with as many as we could for her.
Yeah. So you and I came up with a few suggestions for the bingo card. Which ones made it on there? Do you know?
Stabbing the pokey tool. I saw that one.
Right.
Losing the die.
That happened.
Drinking the inky water.
Who drank the inky water?
Me, because I draw it all the time, don't I? But I don't know. This is what I'm saying. I wonder if somebody got all the bingo. Somebody must have won that bingo card. I hope they didn't really drink it just to win the bingo. And I hope it was an happy accident, because they were playing with the inks, weren't they?
Yeah, they were.
I feel like I've got a bit of FOMO, I'm not going to lie.
No,
Has everybody else got a bit of it?
Well, a little bit, because everyone's been quite quiet on what happened.
I know, I'm telling you.
After everything we do for you guys, you're not spilling the beans.
None of them are spilling the beans.
Oh, no.
That's why I think they swore them to secrecy.
That's what I feel like as well,
I mean, did you see me when I asked her? Did you notice how quiet she was?
I know.
She never told me a thing.
I reckon they've all sworn some sort of secret oath.
Yeah, she just told me it was a really good session. She really loved it. She learnt lots herself.
Yeah.
She said, Leanne, we're on top 4.
And our Diane, our
I know, I couldn't get over that.
In.
Although, did you know Diane's quite crafty and arty?
Well, no, I did know. That's one of the first things she said, actually. But she's more quilting, isn't she?
She is, and I think she said crochet as well, because I was like, hats off.
Yeah.
I'd love to be able to crochet.
Well, if you too would like to crochet, make sure you check out the brilliant creative boxes that we've got for you on the website. There's a beginner's learn to crochet kit. Might get it you for your birthday.
I'm just going to add a bit of glue onto my body.
Yep.
Are the glitters still available, Johnny?
Yes, they are. They're in a separate bundle.
Perfect. So let me just pop that back in there.
Debbie, a question from Dieta.
Yeah.
She says, can these stamps be used with an ink pad, stamped with black ink, then paint with watercolour paint?
Yes, yeah. So if you're doing that, let me see if I got the right one here. If you're going to do that and use a water-based medium, you can stamp it with this black.
Right.
So our Finesse waterproof dye, use that, and then colour in with your watercolour mediums, yeah?
Yeah.
And you can achieve that. So you can achieve, it's almost like a solid look with a coloured-in image. And you can do that with alcohol, but obviously switch to your alcohol ink pad in terms of Finesse.
Okay.
Colour in with ink. The stamps, you can do what you want with them. At the end of the day, you can colour. Leanne Hinnered, when she designed and all this was going through the design and the product development process, it purely was for watercolour in her head. That's because you know what she's like. She's in her own element there, isn't she, when she's doing that?
Yeah.
So that was the idea behind that. But they're stamps, so you can do whatever you want with them. There is no right or wrong way. What is it now? What's that saying? The only limit is
your imagination.
Thank you. Couldn't remember that bit.
Now these glitters are available in a different bundle for you. They're on the shop the day. You get 10 different glitters. You get a tea towel, and you also get some die-cut stencil sheets from Sticks too.
Ooh.
Yeah. Make your own little stencils out of, which is pretty cool.
Right, so there you think that they're done.
No?
Might add a little bit of something else. Oh, I tell you what. Let me grab my water.
Water?
Water.
Your water?
A bit of water.
You're watering my Yorker? Don't taste like what it oughta.
And let's add a little bit of... It's got to be done.
Yeah.
I mean, do you know, I'm in my own little world here. I don't know if you've noticed, Ben. I'm in my own little world, my own little element now. This is me. I love this kind of stuff. And then, of course, when you're doing this, you could have done this prior to the glitter. I've probably gone around it back to front, but it doesn't really matter.
No.
Because all I'm just doing is creating a little bit of an arty kind of feel. There we go. So I've got my 3 little butterflies. We'll let them just dry off for a second.
Yeah.
Just going to create... Should we just create a little bit of a arty background now?
Yes, arty farty.
Yeah, let's change up the size of the stamp, though. Let's take off that stamp. Where's they gone? What have I done with him?
What?
My love art stamps. Where have they gone?
It's on there, isn't it? Aren't you cleaning
That's one of them.
Oh.
What have I done with the rest? Uh-oh. Stuck to the bottom of my palette. Tell you.
Loved all the classes, says Sarah Parks. They were all so much fun. Jay Pressy says, my favourite class was the camera shape based card. Was that the second one, I think?
I think that was a Saturday project.
Yeah, I think it was the second class.
Good memory, Ben, good memory.
We were too busy all weekend to gossip, says Hilary. Yeah, a likely story. Likely story. And in fact, says Hilary, I'm making a dome card with foam flowers tomorrow to cheer my mum up as she fell on Saturday and she's 94. Well, sending all best wishes to your mum, Hilary. I'm sure that card will put a smile on her face. And Elaine says, I love the flower foam class and the ink background fairy and the flower mask class. All the classes were great.
Now then, what kind of colour will go with blue? What do you think? Should we have a purple background or should we have a light background?
Yellow.
Yellow? You want yellow? With blue?
Blue and yellow works, doesn't it?
Oh, I'll tell you what, we'll have a bit of... Yeah, let's go in there. Go on then.
Yes.
I'll do a bit of yellow.
That would work quite nicely, wouldn't it?
Oh, well...
No?
Shall we see?
I think it will.
Yeah, why not?
Bridget
I'll have a bit of
Jones
yellow,
says
but I'll also have a little bit of different shade of that. Yeah, we'll go with a different shade. Let's go. Oh, uh-oh.
What is that? You just
I've got a wet base. I said this before, haven't I? Because wet can seep underneath, and I don't think I pressed... Yeah, don't think I pressed it down. But it's absolutely fine, because I'm just doing this for literally a little bit of a background.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with that. And again, I'm not worried too much, because I'm not going to colour those in. Let me get my other brush that you kindly filled up for me. I'm not worried about that. That's absolutely fine. So, yes, let's go in and... I forgot what colours I used. Yellow.
Yellow, and then...
And then, was it the blue?
Yeah.
Oh, it was the in-between blue, weren't it?
Yeah. Karen says, I put my paintbrush in my coffee. Was that on the bingo card?
That would be definite. In fact, I have done that, Karen, many times.
Could you not do that to create like a vintage background? Like some coffee stains?
I love it. I love it. That's fab.
And Karen says, my favourite class was 6, as Eleanor made the loveliest card, and they never put on the bingo card, cut through the mask, as that's what I did, as it stuck to the back of the card. No.
Bless. Tell you, all these accidents happen to us, the best of us. Let me tell you right now. I wonder if I could get away with a secondary stamp there. Oh, of course you can. I wonder if I could get away with a third.
I mean, we all remember the time Debbie drank her water with the painting. Does anyone remember the time when Craig squashed the elephant stamp?
I was actually here. I was here when that happened.
When was that? 3 years ago? 2 years ago?
Oh, that was so funny. That poor elephant. What did it ever do to Craig?
It was so funny. Who remembers that? Who was watching on that show? It was brilliant.
Yeah, because I were outside, weren't I, getting ready for another show, so yeah.
What is he like?
That was absolutely hilarious. It really was. Let me just give that a little dry, but then I might do a little spritz over the top. Just give that a little dry. There we go.
My favourite was the flower foaming the fairy on Sunday, says Carol. I've yet to do the masking, but I can't wait for that one. And Alison says, I was so busy watching that I missed a phone call from my son, and I'm now in the doghouse.
Whoops.
Oopsie. Pamela says, class 6 was my favourite. I think we're quiet because we are getting over the whole process of the 2 days.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Deborah Fenton says, the funniest part of Crafterganza was Leanne trying to get Sarah to slow down. It was hilarious. You got no chance. Speedy Gonzalez. Hey, I tell you what, these colours are working nicely together, aren't they?
I actually quite like them, Ben. I think you did a good job, because now I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, yeah, you're right, that looks really good. So I'm just going to dry off that again, just so there. So if you want to read some more comments, you're more than well. Or any questions?
Loads of comments. Any questions, fire them in. Debbie says, hi, Ben and Debbie. This is Debbie Swanson. The weekend was fast and great learning. It was fun to see Leanne and Sarah work out some things together to clarify for us. Carol Gowerbeard says, I lost a die that I had in my hand.
Oh.
It was early, ...
We've all done that as well, Carol.
I mainly do that when I'm leaving the house, and I'm like, oh, where are my car keys? And I go back into the house to find them, and they're in my hand.
Where's my glasses?
Yeah.
Where's my glasses? What's on my head?
Yeah. Helen says, living near Philadelphia, we lost all electrical power on Thursday night. Thankfully, I had a generator, so I could still do Crafterganza. I loved class number 4. Got the power back early on Sunday AM, but just lost it again. Well, hope you're all right, Helen. Lovely to have you with us in and out of the power cuts. And Jane Fullweber says, I don't have a favourite because I loved it all. So Sarah and Leanne are equals in my book.
Oh, how lovely is that?
They are both brilliant,
They are
aren't
both
they?
brilliant, they are.
Brilliant.
Like I said, you couldn't have asked for 2 better teachers at all. Now, I'm just going to... Can see a little bit of an arty background going off there.
Oh, yes.
One more little detail, because you know I like a splatter or 2. Shall we do it?
Well,
Shall we go in there?
May as well.
Might as well. Shall we use the 2 colours, though? I do love that yellow, Ben, I'm not going to lie.
See?
Thank
have little faith.
I know, me have little faith. I thought, me yellow?
Yellow and blue.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to think of the rhyme. Yellow and blue looks good on you.
Oh, I like it. Looks good on you. Okay, Johnny.
Oh, dear. I remember the flattened elephant stamp, says Faye, and Mary Beth Doyle says, Craig will never live down the squashed elephant. It was hilarious. Oh, yeah, if you want to go right back.
It honestly was, it was the funniest thing, because I come in and he went, oh, Debbie, have you seen what I've done? And I literally could not, because my tears were rolling down my face.
Do you know what was making it more funny? And I mean this in the loveliest way. I think out of the 3 of you, I always find like he's less likely to do something a little bit, what's the word?
Yeah, you come to expect it from the Dizzy Debs.
Yeah, and like Debbie, you drinking your paint water, it's like, well, yeah, it's just Debbie, isn't it? And like the fish, when she did the whole wax seal thing, you're like, oh, it's just Debbie. But the fact that Craig put the stamp through was brilliant. I've got the video somewhere. I'll try and repost it at some point. Oh,
right,
dear.
so I've got my, let me just put those there. I'll clean my pens in a bit because these are my paintbrushes, but I can clean them in a second. A little bit of a splashy background there. Don't know if you can see, but in fact, I'll hold it up closer in a second. But again, creating a bit of a background. I've got a card base round at the side of me. I'd already prepped that just prior to the show. But again, and I haven't added sentiments. I haven't put any sentiments on there.
Haven't you?
No, I haven't.
Just put it on there.
No, I haven't.
Where
I haven't
is
cut
it?
one out. I haven't cut one out. I've been good. I'm going to leave it plain because I know you take the mick out of me, you lot.
If there was going to be a sentiment, can you guys guess at home what the sentiment would be? No prizes, just for a bit of fun.
Oh, dear. Oh, I have made a mess. I think I've splashed my glasses again, Ben. I think I've splashed my glasses. I do it all the time. Oh, Ben, like your colour choices. I ain't going to lie. I think that is beautiful.
Debbie, a quick question from Little Bear.
Yeah?
She says, are there two different textured sides to watercolour card?
Ooh, that
That's
is
a
a good
very good
question.
question.
And you know what? She's right. There is.
Ah,
Yes. It isn't smooth,
right.
but it's less toothy.
Toothy, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it has less teethage. Want of a better word. So you're right, there is. However, Little Bear, you can use both sides.
Okay.
So, but yeah, you're bang on there, and you'll know that if you've got some watercolour card, go and look at it, and you'll see one is a bit less toothier than the other.
Okay.
But
Thanks
yes.
for the explanation. Thanks for the explanation.
Oh dear. Oh, you do crack me up.
Dear. Hi Carletta Morris in Arkansas, and Vanessa Fuentes says, I've loved all the classes and I cannot wait for the ones coming up in October.
Oh, well, there we go. We've just got a little bit of first-hand gossip, I think.
Yeah,
We didn't know that. Who said that?
that was from Vanessa.
Vanessa.
What's this? Do tell.
Spill the beans.
You know something we don't know.
Spilleth the beans.
Spilleth the beanuts. Like my kiddos, every class is my favourite, says Mary Pat. I always watch first and then create. And Denise says, we renamed Sarah Scissorhands. Yeah, she's good with a pair of scissors.
She's
Sarah.
fantastic with those scissors.
Very quick.
I know Craig gives her a run for her money, but my life, she's super fast. Right, so that's me. Oh, I love that background, Ben. Thank you for that colour combo.
Oh, I'm loving all of this.
I love this. And then I'm just going to add now my little butterflies
Oh, yes, Debbie.
onto, and like I said, I'll put my, now then, let's have a little play. What do you think? Yeah? Should we go there? Or are you thinking?
Just have a look.
No, I feel like you
Yeah,
should
the
be
other
in the
one.
middle.
Yeah.
That way, one way, that way,
Yeah.
one way, that way. Yep.
Yeah.
And I'll probably use a bit of my favourite chunky glue. Where are you? Where is my chunky glue?
Oh. Where's chunky glue? I've not seen chunky glue.
Oh my goodness, my chunky glue's missing.
Do you want me to get you some?
I've got a little bit in here. I'm just hoping because I just like accidents with my glue, and I let my key. I tell you about putting your key and having it taped down. Guess what I did?
What?
I didn't tape it down, so
Oh.
my key moved.
Ah.
And yeah, I think I might have got a bit of a. Let's see if I can get.
Go on. To the hand.
Come out. No, I think there's no hope. I think there's no hope for my last little bit of glue. I'll get our Jakey poos.
Shall I get you another one? Jake!
Do you know what? I know what I can do because
What?
there isn't much glue left in this, and I can.
Oh,
I
you're
can
going to cut it?
Yeah, I'm due for a new one anyway. So let's scoop out a little bit of the glue.
She's all right now.
I will be needing one though because obviously I need to replace.
Faye says, Debbie is so unpredictable with sentiments, but maybe the sentiment would be with love. And Lynn says, I wonder if that sentiment would be with love. They know you very well, Debbie. They know you very well.
Well, what can I say? I'm a creature of habit.
She is.
And listen, we all have favourites.
Yeah.
It's not like I've been a secret about it,
No.
because I've often talked about it. But yeah, so I've just pop those on there. Just wipe down my pokey tool. Don't let your glue dry onto there, and I'll scoop the rest of that into a syringe. But I'm going to leave it.
That is brilliant.
I'm going to leave it free of a sentiment, but just to show you what you can create with these fabulous stamps, because who would have thought a love heart would not only create your background piece, but create some beautiful butterflies as well. And I absolutely love those. And again, you could decoupage those elements, you can lift those off, you can put a couple of them there, and just really, really enjoy those stamps. Can't wait to get started tomorrow now, because I'm like, I've got so many ideas running through my head. Be a good one, that one. Thank you for that, saying that you'd like to see that, because you felt a girl out who was trying to think of all different things to do this week. So I'm gonna really enjoy that. I hope you can join me at 10 a.m. for that show, a solo show with me and you and those stamps, and have a play again.
Little Bear says Debbie was very fast with her scissors tonight, turbocharged with those butterflies and perfectly even white borders. I made the heart shaker and put holly in the heart, says Hilary. Of course he did. I would love to see that, please. I would love to see that. Hi also to Vanessa, who's joined us. Jane, I'm gonna do your joke into the break in a second. It's an absolute cracker. And Lisa Banuelos says, a bit off topic from the show, but I'm shouting from the rooftops to Crafters Companion with appreciation for digitising 5 collections. I saw the SVGs and stamp files and bought all 5 immediately and downloaded them. I own the full collections and have tons of the papers, but these digitalised files are an awesome game changer. Hope we see tons more in the days ahead. Thank you, Crafters Companion. All can be resized and can be turned into shadow layers and masks, upping our crafting, and I love it. Yeah, there's a poll, by the way, on our I'm a Crafters Companion page. Let us know what you want to see next. Very pretty, Debbie, says Faye. Carletta says, lovely card, Debbie. And the joke is brilliant from Jane. If you heard me go like that probably 10 minutes ago, it's because I read the joke. Hey, Ben, says Jane. I was walking past my refrigerator last night and I thought I heard 2 onions singing a Bee Gees song. But when I opened the door, it was just 2 chaps talking. That is a cracker.
Oh, God, she does come out with some beauties. Absolutely love that.
I think that's one of my favourites, Jay. I think that's one of my faves. Let us give you opportunity to get your carts and your baskets checked out. Whatever you want to ask in the meantime, get the comments coming through. More chat, please. Well, about anything, really, but particularly about Crafterganza. I'm loving it. And when we come back, we'll have a look at some more of the deals on Monday Makers. But get to check out, so we'll be back here in about 4 minutes' time.
My favourite part is the interaction we can have with the lovely presenters.
The laughter and the giggles and the dressing up and the jokes.
Really fun and really good, and sometimes the only laugh you will get when you're not feeling well.
The personal connection with the presenters and the demonstrators.
The inspiration and clear instruction is patiently presented.
I love everyone that I have come to know on Crafters TV.
Well, you got 2 comedians, Dan and Craig. They're not comedians really, they're brilliant.
Presenters are great, demonstrators are great.
Number 1 is the enjoyment I get from watching Ben and all of the demonstrators making the projects.
You are all so down to earth and genuine people, always willing to share and help.
Personal connection with everyone that's involved in Crafters TV.
For me, they have become my friend, creating a personal connection and making you feel part of a crafting family.
And get me a chuckle. It just feels like you're right there in my living room.
Doesn't seem to matter what I do if I tell a joke or 2. No one knows how hard I try. Oh, I have jokes. Sometimes I must explain. It's driving me insane. They might groan and they might sigh, but I'll keep trying. I'm that guy, 'cause I'm just Ben. I think my jokes are all a 10. Is it my destiny to live and die a life of average comedy? I'm just Ben, so many puns there is no end. What will it take for you to see the gags I tell? Crafted just for you. it's like to joke and to hear the crowd laugh. Is it a crime? Am I not funny? Am I not good enough? On Friday Night Live, is this my moment here? Or am I dreaming? I'm no dreamer. Just been anywhere else my jokes attend. Is it my destiny to live and die a life of average comedy? I'm just been, I see a joke book, that's my friend. What will it take for you to see the man behind the tan and laugh at me? I'm just been, I'm enough. Sometimes I do practice stuff. So hey, me out, yeah, I'm just Ben. My name's Ben, and so am I. Look, that man behind me mine. So hey, well, check me out, yeah, I'm just Ben. Maybe I'm just.
Welcome back, everybody. I always feel like I have to explain that song whenever it gets put up. Remember Nicola, who used to be here? She challenged me to do it, and it's from the because if you've seen the Barbie movie, you'll get it. If you haven't, you'll have no clue what's just been going on there. But that's what it is. It's a parody of "I'm Just Ken," which I hadn't heard, and then she was just like, "Oh, I'm just Ben." Yeah, just seen a comment there saying, "Super song, Ben. You just need the fur coat." Says Carolyn. Tell you one thing you don't need in here today is a fur coat, because it's absolutely roasting in here, isn't it? It is roasting. Might go back to wearing my shorts for the rest of the week, actually. What? Oh yes, Johnny's got his shorts on today. He knows.
All the men around me yesterday, Nigel, Dave, they had their shorts on.
Oh, did they?
So lots of legs.
On air they were allowed shorts?
On air? Yeah, because the counters are high, no one can see.
See, I could get away with that as well, really. Maybe tomorrow. Oh, it's going to rain tomorrow, Johnny says, so it won't be cold,
really?
though, will it? We'll see. Oh, just a quick question before we move on about watercolour.
Yeah.
From Stephen36.
Okay.
What do I do if my watercolour smudged? Do I just blend it?
What do you mean by smudged? As in, on the butterfly? Background don't matter.
No.
Smudgier the better. Very arty-farty look. I like that. So repeat that to me again.
What do I do if my watercolour smudged? Do I blend it?
You can do. Just like you can almost make it near on invisible by adding a bit of water onto it and blotting it out. You could do that as well.
Okay.
But I wouldn't worry about a smudge.
No.
I would not worry about a smudge, especially on the butterfly one. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You could actually go over with a permanent ink over the top of it, like what like what we're talking about with to create an outline.
Yeah.
And if it has gone out, it gives it a more authentic kind of arty look to it as well. So I wouldn't worry about it too much, Stephen. Not at all.
Love the show, Ben and Debbie. I've got my photo going in the RSPB magazine, says Michael Adams, and I won a spot prize too. Well, I'm not surprised with the pictures you sent us over the months. And Jen says, I'd like to give a big shout out and thank you to Emma in customer service. She was so helpful and patient while we were trying to figure out a missing and damaged package. Happy to report that it was delivered. Thank you for that. And just very quickly, just so I can get this done because I'll forget otherwise, loads of pictures. Just show you a few pictures. So Michelle has done a notebook. That's with this set, isn't it?
A notebook with this set? Show me more.
Look at that.
Wait a minute. Wait, I've got to pick a minute. Can I come closer?
I think you can.
Can I come and look at that from that? Oh my life, Michelle.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
That is stunning.
That is brilliant.
That is absolutely stunning.
She's flabbergasted.
My flabber has been well and truly gasted. That is amazing. See what I mean about how versatile they are?
I just decorated the inside as well, which looks beautiful.
Go close, go close. Ooh. Oh, that's delicious.
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 And talking of delicious, Rebecca Dancer has sent us a picture of some pizzas.
Oh, I did this morning.
Is this
she's got a pizza. So she's had a pizza hut delivered today, a pizza oven delivered today.
Yeah.
And she's made that pizza in her pizza oven. Look at that. Is that pepperoni?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love pepperoni.
Is it an uni, Rebecca? Because that's what my Laura's got. She's got a. You'll have to come round again soon, Debbie, and come to one of Laura's famous uni nights. She gets a uni out.
A what out?
Uni.
What's a uni? What's an uni?
An uni pizza. It's a pizza oven.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is it a brand or is it just?
Yeah, it's the name of the brand, Uni.
Okay.
Yeah, and you basically fires it up with wood chip pellets, and then heats it up. And once it's got the temperature, you literally she makes all of the dough from scratch, proves it and whatnot. Yeah.
Yes, please.
And then literally gets it on the big pallet thing, fires it in, 30 seconds, it's done, it's cooked.
30 seconds, a pizza's done?
30 seconds.
Shut the front door.
Yep, that's what I'm telling you.
Oh, wow.
I'll ask her. She's been away for the last 4 days, but I'll see if we can do like an. We can maybe. Can you all hear all this week? Maybe you can come round for an uni one night this week.
Oh.
What do you think?
Absolutely. I'll definitely let me come round. Yeah, absolutely.
This, by the way, I've got to show you. So this is from Hilary. So this was one of the classes at Crafterganza. Hilary made a shaker card. Look who she's put in the shaker. You're going to have to come in. It's Holly Collie.
Oh, that is beautiful. How gorgeous is that?
It's so good.
I love that. I love that background. Can I just say, of course, I love the picture, but the background, beautiful.
Yeah. And again, just absolutely fab how you've created that sort of watercolour background. And then I think, and then one final picture for now. It is another one of our furry friends here on the channel. It is, of course, Cooper Man.
Oh, my life. I love Cooper Man. Look at him. Look how he's waiting for food.
Is that cornflakes, is it? Oh, he's waiting for cornflakes.
Does he have a bowl of cornflakes?
He has a bowl of cornflakes.
Oh, look at it. Look at how he's looking. Please, Mum.
Yeah.
Please.
Please.
Please, Mum.
Please. Molly was like that this morning. Like, I'm such a soft touch with her. She'd had her breakfast, and then I was making my scrambled eggs, and I was running a little bit late this morning, and I was just like eating the scrambled eggs straight out the pan. I know it's a bit uncouth, isn't it? And just as I was eating like that, I looked down, and she's like that. And I was like, no, you're not having any. And she just sits there. I was like, go on then. Go and get a bowl and spoon it in. I'm terrible, really. But egg's good for you, isn't it? Protein. So, yeah, good for dogs. I thought so. I think. She's never complained. Right, let's have a look at this next collection. Vintage Carnival. This was a pick of the week from, well, quite a few weeks back now. But it is still available, the full collection, at £76. This is not tariff-free. However, take a look at this fantastic collection. I think, actually, I know I've said many of the paper pads this year have sort of crept into my top 5. I think this is probably in the top 10. I really love the vintage patterns on here and the beautiful designs. I think it really does kind of, take you on a trip down memory lane, and the designs as well. Like here, for example, you can really tie that in with like your popcorn boxes. Designs almost of like the sort of clowns that you might see at the Vintage Carnival. Views. That's almost like you're laying on the floor and looking up to the top of the big top. They've been really cleverly done, and you've got plenty of different designs in all of those different colours. So it's a 12 by 12 pad, of course. You've got 24 sheets in there, including 24 double-sided sheets. Also in that pad, you will get your shrunken down 6 by 6. So that's included. It's just those designs shrunken down to 6 by 6. And then you're getting 24 sheets of your linen cardstock as well, perfectly matched to work with the papers in your collection. If you already have the Vintage Carnival, by the way, those 3 items are available as a buy on your bundle. So you can go for those individually. But if you're going for the pick of the week, you get all of that plus all of this. Make your own popcorn treat box, which I think is absolutely brilliant. Yes, this can be like a decorative element, but also you can make these to pop your popcorn in. You might want to line it with like some baking paper or something like that, you know, in case it gets too greasy. But you can make your own popcorn box with your cardstock and your paper. It's going to look absolutely fantastic. You can personalise all of your projects as well with the Carnival alphabet. Really nice size block capital letters, which will work very nicely with the lowercase alphabet, which I think was in the Tiny Treasures collection. Then you've got the Ferris wheel, build your own Ferris wheel. Are you a big fan of the Ferris wheel at the Carnival? Is that something you go on?
I'm not really.
No.
I'm not. I don't mind like the big ones, like the London Eye. I can cope with that. And there were one at London that we did when I did with Nigel as well. There's a different one near the O2 Arena. But those kind of Carnival ones,
not so
I get
much.
a little bit.
Yeah, I know
queasy.
what you mean. Queasy.
Especially when they start rocking.
Yeah.
And true story, I got stuck at the top of one once because the machine broke down. When I say the machine, it took them nearly 2 hours and I was at the top and they were rocking back and forth, and it made, I felt really ill when I got off. I weren't worried. I weren't thinking, oh, it's going to collapse or anything like that. It was just, we were up there a long time. It was freezing and it were blowing a gale. Oh. And honestly...
So that's a no then, basically?
It's an absolute no from me.
Oh, she hadn't asked now.
Well, you did ask. Now, I don't mind these.
Helter-skelter, you like?
I like helter-skelter. Yeah. I don't mind those, although I did used to get stuck on them when I was a bit bigger.
You didn't. Why did you get stuck on them?
I shuffle myself down.
You're supposed to sit in the bag.
I did sit on the bag, but I still got stuck. My hips were on the bit of the larger side. They're not so large now. So,
right.
I would like to go back on one again so that I can woo all the way down to the bottom.
That is your helter-skelter that you're going to get in this kit. What I really like with that is, again, you can build it up. You've got those smaller dies, of course, so you can use up your scraps, run those through your smaller machines, and you've also got the stencil there as well to be able to colour it in. Of course, you've got the big top. If you're going to the Carnival, going to the circus, build your own big top with all the elements there to build that one up. And something I know that Debbie absolutely loves, a vintage hot air balloon.
Oh,
so,
yes,
we'll get Debbie up in that, no problem at all. And again, all of these different elements. We've been very detailed, I think, with the dies in this particular collection for you to be able to build these up and bespoke them to exactly how you want them to look. And then you've also got all of your stamps and the little tickets, which I think are brilliant. So you've got your kind of, it's like tickets for the circus here. Those little pool tickets you used to get at the cinema with the perforation marks as well. So again, you can have those as like a decorative detail, or indeed, if you are holding a little party for the kids, maybe something like that, you can have those as actual tickets as well if you want. Tons of sentiments here. I mean, I won't read them all out, but you've got birthday celebrations. You've got the little admit ones for your tickets. You've got more ticket. You've got living for thrills. Life is a carousel. Enjoy the ride and have a wheelie great time. It's almost like I wrote that one. I didn't. You're my ride or die and eat, ride, repeat. So that is the full collection for £76. Oh, hello. If you want more of the papers, as I say, they are available as an individual bundle. Should we have a look at some finished samples?
Oh, yes, please, because honestly, our design team, off the chart. I love these. And I think, do you know, you're right, the paper pad gives it a total different look and a different feel to what you would expect. I just love this. Everything about this is just beautiful. The big top, the circus is stunning. I absolutely adore the balloon. I am not going to lie, that balloon is off the chart. Oh, look at this. I mean, seriously?
That is
oh my
brilliant.
God, it's just a work of art.
It's the full fairground.
It's the full fairground. I absolutely love that on a double Z fold card. Whether you want to create a little bit of an aperture in the centre, have a bit of shaker, but I love that paper again. That paper is just outstanding. Home decor. My God, that is stunning. Another one. All the fun of the fair. All of that on there. A Craig popcorn box. I love it. Just adore. This is just absolutely brilliant. These are the kind of things that you can be creating with it. And then our lovely Rachel, of course, Teddy. What a great little plaque for a kids' room. Absolutely. They're just fabulous. All those samples are just beautiful. And there's so much you can play with it. And you can use as little or as much as you want. You can have the time of your life with this collection. It really is fabulous. And I'm going to use the popcorn treat box. Bet I'm not making a box. I'm going to use it as a topper for the front of a card.
Oh, okay.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. So, I'm bringing in the template. Now, if you was to use this to make your box and you would have all 4 sides, you would need to cut this out 4 times. So your template, you're just going to use, I love the interchangeable part to it as well. Whoops, Debbie, die. Because you can have a straight edge or a scalloped edge. We're going to have a scalloped edge once I've done the drawing out of it. And then you've got your 2 pieces that you could use to decorate with, that being the front, and those could be on the side panels as well. So you've got that choice, but I am just going to use it as a template. We'll take that down to the bottom because I don't need to draw that on. But what I'm just going to do is just quickly draw a line that's there and down. And then just draw around that template. Now, before I cut it out, I'm actually just going to place on the top the scalloped element to it. So I've got a bit of low-tack tape to hold it down. Let me just grab my low-tack. Oh, don't you drop the end of your low-tack tape, Debbie. And we'll run that through the Gemini, and then we'll die cut that out, okay? So again, I'm just going to line that up to the top. One side, to the other side. Oops, move you out of the way. Sorry, excuse me, card. Let's put you back up there. You over there. And then get me little plates, because it doesn't need, to be honest, it doesn't need your big plates for this one. And you don't need much in terms of pressure, so it would be your cutting plate, plastic shim, the other cutting plate onto the top, and run that through. And you can, your template, you can actually run it through your machine. So if you didn't want to draw around it all, you could run it through and it puts all the score lines in for you. So you could do that, and you would just treat it the same way as a metal die, so pop that on. So again, I'm just going to move it out of the way, take that off, and now, and I want a bit more of a precise cut, so I'm going to bring in my guillotine. I could attempt to do it with my scissors, however, let's just see if I can get, let me just chop the top part off. There we go, so I can get that in, and use the line.
Yeah.
Maybe just a little fraction over. There we go, that's one side done. We'll do the other side. Oops. There you go. So we've got our little popcorn box. What I'm just going to do is I'm just going to take off the pencil mark because I don't want that to be visible. So I'm just going to erase that out, and that's how you can use it for the bits for a topper. What I'm going to do though is I am going to use a popcorn bit because I do like this bit, and just line that up. And I'm just going to potentially put, yeah, there we go. Now you could stick this down again, a little bit of low tack. Yeah, we'll do a little bit of low tack tape to hold it in place.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to just pick that up, and I'm going to line that up at the bottom. I'm just going to hold the low tack tape underneath. So I'm actually putting it on the opposite way, just to hold my cardstock into place. If you want to use this squirty stuff, what's it called?
Squirty stuff? Stick and stay?
No, stick and spray. Oh, my life. I will get it right eventually.
Knew it was sticking something.
I was close. I thought it was something sticky.
Yeah.
I'm just using one of my little ink pads with a couple of colours that I'm going to add in. So I've got orange and Chinese red.
Yeah.
Use your ink daubers, finger daubers, any kind, to be fair.
Michael sent his photo in, which we'll look at after this demo. Hello, Stephen Nicole. Hello, Karen says, I can ride the roller coasters, but nothing that goes round and round. I'm the same as you.
Yeah, do you know, I used to do the waltz.
Waltzers.
Waltzer. Oh,
no.
I can't touch that with a barge pole now.
That's what Doreen said. Not Doreen, rather. Alison says, no roller coasters for me. I feel sick on the teacups. Anything that goes around. I genuinely, when we used to take the kids when they were little, we used to take them to the play park. I couldn't go on the roundabout with them.
No.
I felt that sick on like a kid's roundabout. Oof.
It's crazy, isn't it, what the age does to you?
Yeah.
Because, oh my God, when I was a teenager, I'd be on 3 and 4 or 5 times, one off the back of the other.
Would you?
Oh, yeah. And the faster they spun me, the better.
Yeah.
Oh, not anymore.
No.
Oh, gosh, no.
No.
Absolutely not.
Sort of lose the stomach for it as you get older, I think, don't you?
You do, yeah, absolutely. Just going to add in a bit of the red.
Doreen says, I really love the vintage Carnival. I've already made a few cards. Feel free, Doreen, to send in any pictures if you like. We always have to see your makes. I know a lot of you do, but make sure you showcase and show off your cards, you can always do that in the I'm a Crafterscompanion group as well. That's what that group's there for, really.
It
Debby,
is,
isn't it?
yeah. Inspiration.
Yeah.
Tips.
And it's a very positive community, I always find, in there as well for you know, sharing your cards.
Now then, let's just lift that off. Oh yes. Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely.
Liking that. Liking that. Remind me that I need to clean my template though, because this isn't my set. Whoops.
Oh.
Oops. Just rub out all of that. Now, put you to one side. There we go. Those 2 inks. Template over there, die. Yeah, I'll put you back in a second as well. Oh, my life. Do you know, I know what I'm like when I get going. Just going to make sure that I tidy it all up. Now, you could use a little bit to distress around the edges, but I'm going to keep it as it is because I do like that effect. I think that looks really cool. But that is going to be a topper. But I am going to I want to give it a bit of depth and dimension. Oh, Ben, let's choose some paper.
Go on.
Oh.
Oh, do you want... mine's open over here. Do you want mine?
Go on then, have we got the wrong ones? Oh, no, it's all right, it's fine, don't worry.
I don't know.
That's all right.
What? What do you like?
Fine.
This one's open.
Yeah, well, so Matthew, you keep that. You need yours to be open. We need ours to be open this side of the building.
What are you up to over there?
Love this paper, I ain't
They're
gonna lie.
gorgeous, aren't they?
I am a little bit like you with this one because I love that vintage feel.
Yeah.
Don't like the sticky tabs. Did you put it forward to Leanne? Can we get rid of the sticky tabs?
What was it before?
It's always been sticky, but I
But
feel
not
like
as sticky.
I feel like they've gone ultra sticky.
These are a bit more like sort of claggy, aren't they?
Yeah. Now then, let's have a look.
I actually quite like that one.
Do you like that?
It's a bit, yeah,
It's a bit
I
out
do.
there. Or do you like that? Lost. Bit lost.
I like this. Is it better or worse when I do this? No.
Come on. Ooh.
Oh. Yeah. That's making me feel a bit queasy now, talking about roundabouts.
Or we could use the bit. There's no B-side, is there, when you look at this? There's no B-side. I mean, we could potentially put a couple together.
Nah. Maybe. Oh. Ooh.
Well, that's definitely going to work because it's red.
Yeah.
That will definitely work.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that's quite cute.
Well, we'll have a definite one of those.
Yeah.
So we both agreed on that one. Oh.
I mean,
I do, and it'd probably go the other way. So I think what we'll do is we'll have 2 of those.
Yeah.
I don't need any more because I think, don't get me wrong, I do like that. Push you to one side. Let's just choose which of these will work. Although, to be fair, all of these then will work because the colours in there correspond with absolutely everything. So let's just have a little bit. Ooh. Oh, I think the reds, actually. I'm not even going to bother looking. I like that one. Right, so let's go on with the card base. Let me grab a piece of white card. We're just going to make it nice and easy, nice and simple. And we'll have... Oh, do you know what, though? I feel like white. Let's just put... Mind you, yeah, because it'll tie it in. Because I was thinking then maybe like a... more of a vintage look with craft. It'd be in the background. But the white... No, we'll have white, so it kind of pulls it all together.
Okay.
Yeah, craft card would be nice, but I probably could have done my popcorn holder.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so, we'll do that. Now, I'm going to go in with a... Now then, this is quite a big template, so... I tell you what I'm going to do. I know what size I'm going to have. Let me grab my guillotine. You stay there for a second. Large guillotine.
We've got the small guillotine on the show as a Monday mega deal if you want that.
Have we? What?
Yeah.
Tell me the deal, tell me the deal.
You get the small guillotine and then for free you get the linen cardstock from the Vintage Vegas collection.
You're kidding.
I'm not.
For free?
Yeah.
That's a deal.
Yeah.
That is a absolutely cracking deal. So I've gone with an 8x6 base.
Yeah.
I'll bring in another one. I'll make that 9. Oh, shall I say 8 3/4 by 6. I'll have a 10th fold card. That's a cracking deal. That is a good deal, Ben.
It is. Only up until midnight tonight, though, if you want that one. And then that deal is...
Did you know? I never realised we still did Monday Maker deals.
Did you not?
No.
Monday
is it an
Mega
out
deals.
of this world one or a...
Tuesdays is out of this world.
I get so confused with all the deals and the days.
Monday Mega deal, Mondays.
Well, it's a little cracker, is what it
A
is.
little cracker.
A little cracker.
Rosalind says, I love roller coasters, but nothing that goes round in a constant circle. And Michelle says, I love all the scary rides. No roundy rides for me either, says Rhonda. And Jen says, I went on the Ferris wheel at the beach when we were crafting. It was one of the scariest things I've ever done. Crazy wind, but I got some amazing pictures. What, you mean you were crafting on the Ferris wheel?
What?
Is that what you mean, Jen? I mean, that can't be. You at the beach crafting and then you went on the Ferris wheel.
Crafting? Wait a minute, can we have some clarity there?
Yeah.
She was crafting on a ride.
I don't know. We went on the Ferris wheel at the beach when we were crafting. It was one of the scariest things I've ever done.
I'm not surprised. That is, I mean...
Extreme crafting!
Exactly.
With Jen.
That is really cool if she did that.
Oh, dear. I know we say you can take our stuff, and craft on the go, but Ferris wheel...
That's taking it to a whole new level. A whole new level. And I'm just going to put it out there. Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Jen, even if I've misread that, just come back and say you did it anyway.
Right, what's half of 7.5?
It's 3 3/4.
Thank you very much. I'll let you do that, brains, for me, because
7.5.
A what?
7.5.
Half of 7.5.
Yeah.
3 3/4, you say?
Yeah,
I thought
that's right,
then you'd
isn't
made
it?
a mistake. I'm
Yeah.
like, what, man, what? Right, I do love that. I love that dotted design.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It is a really, yeah, absolutely. So I'm just doing all my mats and layers. And then you said 3 3/4, didn't you? We'll soon put that to the test.
Yeah, if it's wrong,
Mr. Borgman. Because that's going to be my matte and layer, but I'm going to have a two-tone one. So do we go with the grungy or do we go with the clean?
Oh, I quite like,
grungy or clean? Clean?
Put the
Johnny
grunge
said
in a
clean?
sec. Put the grunge in.
Clean?
Oh, Johnny says clean.
Some people don't like grunge. That is absolutely fine. That is absolutely fine. Ooh. Ooh, I do like the big dotties.
Jen says no, we were crafting at the beach, but not on the rise. No.
Oh. Let me just say, though, crafting at the beach...
Yeah, that is
hats
showbiz.
off.
Yeah. Have you ever crafted at the beach?
Absolutely not.
Coloured at the beach?
No.
Oh.
When I'm on the beach, I'm reading books, I'm on a sun lounger, I've got a cocktail in my hand, that's me done. When I'm on, that's exactly what I would do on a beach.
I just imagined then for a second, you on the beach, cocktail in hand, book, glasses on, and like a...
Big floppy straw hat,
Yes.
big sunglasses.
And I also imagined like a big muscly man there, like fanning you down.
Wow.
Well.
A girl could wish. Are you up for that next time we're going on a beach holiday?
What do you like? You'd have to ask Mrs M if you can borrow me.
Mrs N can come with me.
Yeah.
She can sit on the other sun lounger.
Yeah, I'll just fan you both like that.
That's it. We'll have Mrs
big
M and
palm
me together. Exactly. feed me my grapes and everything else and whatever, and just up on the cocktail. I'm sure the real Mrs M will be up for that.
Oh, dear.
She's just come back from a spa, hasn't she?
She has just come back from a spa week. It was like a
spa
hen do.
week?
Spa weekend, like a long weekend. She went on Friday, came back at lunchtime today.
Oh,
They've been
have you
up to all
missed her?
sorts. What?
Have you missed her?
Yes.
You know you have.
Yes.
So were you daddy daycare then all weekend?
Yeah, pretty much. But my kids are a little bit older. But it was more, making sure they were where they said they were, and
fed and watered,
them,
cleaned,
cleaned them. I mean, not cleaned them. Ferried them around, to places that they needed to be. Helped Daisy with all of her horsey stuff that she does. Get George to work and back. So it's quite good. Do you know what? I do miss her, but I actually, I've been with her for, goodness me, 25 years.
Yes.
And we've been married for 19 years this year.
Yeah.
It's nice to have a few days away from each other sometimes. And I'm sure she'd say the same about me.
Well, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
I'm sure other people would say the same thing. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, Debbie.
It does indeed.
And what's very good about both of us is I think, I know some couples get a bit funny, don't they, about, I don't know if you're allowed to do this, allowed to do that. We just do our own thing within reason, do what we want. I think that keeps it real.
Absolutely.
And
what did they say about a happy wife?
Happy life.
Happy life.
There you
Absolutely.
go, see?
Now I'm just going to put that down. I've actually popped, and I've given it a little bit of a curl because I wanted a little bit of depth to, which is why I've put quite a lot of, can you see the chunky paste? Chunky paste. chunky glitter, I went really big. It's one of those situations where you want a lot down, so I'm just going to leave that and pinch that in the middle as well, because I want to create that little bit of a... Oh, perfect, thank you, Sam. Create that little bit of a dome. But what I want to add, has anybody got any puffy snow?
Oh, that stuff was brilliant.
Oh, it is. It's absolutely fab. And again, just to create a little bit, and this is where you have a little bit of fun, to create a little bit of popcorn effect.
That stuff was amazing. When was that out? Christmas 2 years ago, was it?
When did we launch this?
2, 3, no, not 3, maybe 2 years ago.
Do you think it was?
Yeah.
Yeah? I'm just getting up, clearing my blockage, because I've got a bit of a blockage. Hang fire, I need a pin. Just bear with me.
I love roller coasters, says Alex, but I thought I was going to die on one in Florida 3 years ago. Daughter, son-in-law and I went on the Velociraptor at Universal. I couldn't get off it fast enough. And Linda Kaufman says, I just love your demos, Debbie. Spending my lunch break with you and Ben. Is Linda from a super hot Minnesota. And Karen Bernhardt says, when I worked at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, if we had a new coaster opening, they needed so many hours runs before it could open. They'd have employees' nights and we could ride them over and over. I don't know if I'd want to be the first person to go on a roller coaster.
Absolutely not.
I'd wait for a few other people to have a go first.
Do you know I know would, Craig?
Yeah,
he'd be on
would.
that, he'd be on it like a car bonnet. I swear he'd love that.
Yeah.
That would be something Craig would definitely be up for. Me, no.
I'll be with you, Debbie, at the back of the queue.
Back of the queue.
Yeah.
I'd wait until it's at least had about 100,000 tries before I got on it. Seriously, I am just literally. I'm a bit of a scared. I'm a bit of a scaredy cat.
Yeah.
I am. There's nothing wrong with admitting that.
No, there isn't. I still ride the roller coasters. I took the kids to Alton Towers a couple of years ago. I went on them with them, but I'm just more aware of things. Yeah, you're more wary of things, aren't you?
I think it's the age thing, isn't it? And you're more aware of what could go wrong.
Yeah.
Now, I'm just going to pop my heat tool on there to...
puff it up.
Puff it up.
Rhonda, I love your rhyme. Happy husband, happy wife, happy couple, happy life.
Ah.
There you go. It's me and Mrs. M, that is. And Faye says, I can ride every theme park ride except a Ferris wheel. That one is just too slow for me. You should go on the London Eye, Faye.
That's really slow.
That's the slowest Ferris wheel in the world.
It is. It's amazing, though, view-wise.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
The only time I've... Oh, I was going to say,
what was that?
The only time I went on, it was a cloudy day,
say?
so I couldn't see anything. And then producer Johnny has just said he proposed to his now wife at the top of there.
Oh, Johnny, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, that is lovely.
Oh.
Now, I'm giving up on me...
Oh.
I am. I'm sorry, I'm just slapping it on now because it's driving me mad for some reason, and I don't know what it is.
Because it's probably about 7 billion degrees in here.
Well, Jake got it out of his
stash.
Yeah. So I wouldn't normally do this, but I wanted to create a little bit of popcorn. There we go, with our puffy snow. I'll clean that out. For anybody that hasn't got a blockage, you just need to clear that tube because it can clog. And obviously this is a studio set one, and we all know how hot it is in the studio.
Boiling.
Boiling. But yeah, this is our, what did we call it? Puffy snow.
Yeah.
There's other ones out there on the market. I don't know if you've got some in your crafty stash, but it makes a fabulous popcorn. Of course, you could really put popcorn on if you wanted to as well. So come in and just dry it off.
Put popcorn on, did you say?
Yeah, put real popcorn on.
Yeah, I suppose you could, couldn't you?
Why not?
Yeah.
I do love our puffy snow. I love the texture it creates. But you do have to apply some heat to it, so get a heat tool, not an airdryer, as we ascertained earlier. I love that texture. It gives you that real texture of like good old pop. What's your favourite popcorn, Ben?
Mixed.
I like sweet and salty, do you mean?
I like a bit sweet.
I like sweet and salty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I had to choose one or the other, I'd go more for the salted.
Yeah, I do.
But then I'm more of a savoury person anyway.
I was so disappointed. I bought some for actually this weekend for the nibbles between me and the girls, and I bought, which I thought was going to be nice because guess what it was?
What?
Baileys.
Bailey's popcorn.
Bailey's popcorn. Did you
Wow,
know there
wait.
was such a thing?
No, I never knew that.
Did you know? I know, me neither. However, slightly disappointing. Didn't even taste of it didn't. I swear it didn't taste anything of it. It didn't. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of ink over the top of my puffy snow, which you do need to let dry, by the way. I would wait till it's dry, but because I'm obviously speeding this part up, but you can create your popcorn at the top.
I love that.
And then, because this is going to be for a little birthday celebration, use one of the
little
tickets.
sentiments, yeah. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, shall we put it down there?
Yeah.
There
Birthday
we go.
celebration.
And there you go.
That's
and
brilliant.
that's just using your template. Love the popcorn. Just using the template with a couple of your papers and one of the tickets. And you could put lots of tickets going round the back of there if you wanted to. I've just kept it really nice and simple for this demonstration. But yeah, absolutely love that template. And I love the use of something that we've had in our crafty stash, which is the puffy snow, which creates that lovely texture.
Your popcorn looks very inviting, Debbie, says Stephanie Phyllis. It does actually. It does look like real popcorn. I'll have to try the puffy snow since I have this collection, says Jessica. And Rosalind says we have some great pics on the London Eye. I just think that's a great demo and a very different way to show you how to use the popcorn stencil. Just shows you don't always have to create the kind of 3D box. You can use it as a great topper as well. Great topper for your popcorn. £76 if you want that. And if you want more papers, if you've already got the collection, check out the paper and cardstock bundle that we've got on the website too. We are going to have a short break. When we come back, we're going to talk more about the big news of the day, which is, of course, that we have got collections now as digital downloads. Did you know? If you don't know, head to the website. You'll see it there on the homepage. We'll go through all of the different collections that you can now get, and then we'll also show you what some of the elements look like once you've printed them out, and we'll do a little bit of colouring with Debbie as well. So that's coming your way. Get to the checkout and we'll meet you back here in about 4 minutes' time.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty program today and receive 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits to joining Club Inspire include special members-only sales, and you can receive discounts or exclusive access to products, and even free gifts. You will receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro that you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. See if you can craft your way up to our ultimate Club Inspire tier, Platinum, where you'll enjoy the very best discounts and rewards that we offer. As you keep climbing through the club, you can actually reach Platinum Plus and even Platinum for life. The more points you collect, the more you will be rewarded within our amazing special Club Inspire community. So, what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Pokey tools and paper pads, gilding, wax and stamping mats, scissors, glitter, builder blocks, faux snow fabric, rocker blocks, Bria's misters, quilting clips, and die brush tools, precision snips, finger daubers, acetates, stencils, glue guns and templates, Gemini Pro, Julia and the OG, Gemini Go, Mini and the MIDI, tri-blend brush pens, aqua pens and aqua blends, illustrators, classics and tri-blends and color blends and glitter pens and sparkle pens, outliner pens. Fine tip glue, applicators, envelopers, creators, stamping platforms, boxer boards, the big score and scoreboard, Nina card and craft card, glitter card, matte black card, graphics, wadding and adhesive sheets, glass mats, guillotines and pen trays, ball tool, dice and zinc trays, miter tools and binding tools and toe bags, USBs, bone folders and punches, low-tack tape and brushes, stamens, mountboard, flower forming foam, outline markers, DVDs, spelled quick Triton pads and CDs, gilding flakes and washi tape, tacky glue, red liner tape, craft and press sparkle pots, Centura pan and sticky dots, pigment ink pads, chunky glue, body bags, all-purpose glue, embossing folders, blending tools, storage folders, much more too. Water reactive ink pads, body bags, craft magnets, year of craft and glue, stick and spray and stick away, dotty tape and split pens, acrylic paint pens, tape pens, watercolor card, rotary cutters, magazines and stamping card, ultimate throw and the rotating design board. Watercolour, Sarah signature collections, and don't forget Discovery Kits. Oh, and there's foam pads, think that's it. One final thing, foam on a roll. Foam on a roll.
The instruction and inspiration is mind-blowing.
The inspiration, the products to make our own and make it our own.
I get so much inspiration and tips and tricks from everyone there at Crafters Companion.
And there's so much support, respect, and inspiration all through the socials.
I like to watch Crafters TV as often as I'm free, and I always get new ideas each time, and it certainly helps kickstart my mojo.
That is why I love Crafters Companion, because they make me look like a better crafter and give me ways to do things that I haven't tried before.
I wouldn't be the crafter I am today without Crafters TV, so thank you.
Welcome back, everybody. Ouch, I know you're watching. Thank you for your hello. I meant to say, got your testimonial, thank you. We will get that up tomorrow. We'll get it on tomorrow. Doreen says, love this, love the popcorn. Jane says, fantastic, Debbie. Mary Shaw says, I love it. What a great make. We're going to finish off by having a quick look at some of the elements from one of the Sarah Signature collections, which is now available as a digital download. You guys have absolutely loved the papers that we've done recently as digital downloads, and I know we're trying to do as much as we can as far as helping out our US viewers, you know, with the tariffs. So the digital downloads that we do, you can download them, obviously tariff free. So the papers were a success. So we were like, well, why not launch some of the collections? So there are currently 5 Sarah's Signature collections available for you. There you go. New digital downloads have arrived. You can download, print and craft. It's as simple as that. Digital stamps, and this time you've got SVG cut files as well. The collections that you've got, the Enchanted Dreams, there's also Dancing Dragonfly, there are Caring Thoughts, you've got the Bohemian collection, and also the Age of Elegance. So you can choose, I think, to download the whole collection, or you can choose to then perhaps download various elements from those particular collections. So nice and easy to do, just click on the one that you want. And here, there is the SVG cut files from the Enchanted Dreams collection. So it's a really good way, again, for you to add this to your crafty stash, if you like, and maybe they're collections that you didn't buy when we had them in sort of physical form and you wish that you had. Now you can give them a go as a digital download. As I say, head to the website, tariff free, grab the ones that you love. There are more coming soon, and if you do want to take part in the little poll that is up on the I'm a Crafter's Companion page on Facebook, you can let us know what you want to see next. Obviously can't guarantee that what you choose will be the next one, but it gives us a bit of an idea of the kind of collections that you want to see. And also, just to say, if you're a big fan of the Nature's Garden range, those are coming sooner than you might expect. That's all I'm going to say. But we thought it might be quite nice just to have a little bit of a look at some of these elements with Debbie. I think, did we print some off from the Age of Elegance collection, Debbie, was it?
The what?
Age of Elegance.
I've got quite a bit. I'm just having a little flick through there now. So was this the Age of the Age of Elegance? Yeah. So I've got, because this is one that Sarah did earlier. Yeah. Isn't it lovely? It is beautiful. I can tell she didn't use blotting paper because she used that sheet as a blotting paper because it's come through.
Lol.
What is she like? But yeah, so you've got your Age of Elegance and literally, I mean, look at the beautiful flower as well. That'd be a nice one to do. Yeah. Bohemian. Look at all this. And what I love...
Get sentiments.
Oh, I love it because you're going to be able to make your own cards. I do love this. I might colour that in.
That's incredible, that stamp.
I do love that stamp. And having it in a digiform, you don't have to stamp. I love that fact. So there's a couple there that they've printed off for us. Might put that to one side. Ooh, Age of Elegance again. Ooh.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, little plant pots, your archway, your pen for your feather.
Yeah,
that's nice. Script.
Oh, yeah.
That as well. I love the inclusion of... Ooh, yes.
I say,
where did that come from?
We were saying that. Don't remember that being part of the collection. Is it like a little exclusive?
From the Bohemian.
Bonus? Yeah.
Like it.
New.
Mm-hmm. That's going to work lovely as well. So there's some really nice pieces on there. And you can print them off into whatever cardstock you want to print off. So shall we do a bit of flower colouring?
Yeah. Why not?
I do love the lady though, I'm not going to lie, she is quite pretty. Yeah, she's nice as well. But I do like a bit of flower colouring. I feel like I've come full circle, Sam. Sam, we did colouring this morning.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm. So we, oh yeah.
Jan in the comments.
Yeah. Me and Sam. Me and Jan.
Yeah.
All of us, for those who were up early this morning. Yeah, I love that. Classiques. Now, I do love colouring with any alcohol medium. And I talked about it this morning because in the kits that I was showing this morning, they had classiques versus illustrators that were in the Pro like a...
Colour like a Pro.
Like a Pro. Don't know where we're going with that one. The difference between the two is just the nibs.
Right.
There's a Japanese brush nib on an illustrator, which is why the price of illustrators are a little bit higher because of the cost of that nib. To manufacture that nib and to put that into a pen takes it into like a league of its own. Classiques, though, are equally as good. It's just a different two-nib system. And on there you have a... so each pen is obviously ergonomically shaped, but it's also got two dual ends. So you have a chisel nib on one, lay down quite a lot of colour on that side, and a nice nib, fine nib on this side, but not ultra fine. On an illustrator, it's ultra fine and it's a brush nib. But they all have a colour code to them. So this is a bamboo, which comes from the dark green family, but I've also pulled out the two matching ones. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Dark green 3, 2 and 1, which means, basically... Now then, Debbie, don't you dare mix your colours up here.
You'll get in trouble.
Fire. I'm covering my chisel up. Woo! Nearly. It's easy done, isn't it, Sam? As we found out this morning from whoever used the last kit. Mm-hmm.
So you've got the three...
So I've got the three colour shades
family. Yeah.
of the colour of that. So I've got 3, 2 and 1.
Yeah.
Basically, same ink in this barrel. The proprietary ink that our lovely Leanne talks about. The difference between the shading is in the lighter, you have the more of the alcohol...
more alcohol.
Put in there.
Yeah.
That puts that tone down to the lightest tone. And then these have got a little bit less in and a little bit less in terms of how the shades. It's the same colour from that family, so from the dark green family, the DG, but the difference between the 1 to up to the 7, 8, 9, however they go up, that means that there's less alcohol in there for the more darker. The lightest has got the most alcohol mixture in there that then creates the lightest tone. Now, the lovely thing about Classiques is that they are transparent. They've got a transparency to them.
Yeah.
So you can layer up. So with this colour, let me just go in with that lightest tone. And I'm just going to pop that down. I always, as well, I saw Sarah did it, just so I can remember, I actually have a little palette at the side of me as well. And I do that, and I have it on a scrap piece. I wouldn't put it on my project. Can I just put it out there? I wouldn't put it on my project. But it gives me an indication of the light, the medium, and the dark. And you can see that written down. And you could go, like I said, you could go even further. But I'm quite happy with that shading that you've got there. So I'll work on the little leaves, and I'll start with the lightest tone. But you can, and if I just quickly just go over the top, you can build up. Can you see? And that's the same DG1, just over the top.
Yeah.
You can build up, without the use of having to go into these, you can build up a little bit of ombre effect. That's the word I was looking for. Now, I'm going to come in. Now, I do love, I'm not going to lie, I love colouring. I had really struggled this morning, didn't I, Sam? Colouring and talking at the same time.
That's what Sarah struggles with as well.
Oh, I struggle all the time with it. Little Sam had to keep reminding me to talk because I completely forgot.
Well, it's probably normally where I'll sort of jump in and start waffling on, isn't it, you see?
Exactly. Now, I was talking about laying down colour, and I talked about starting with the lightest, then working with the dark, put the shade in, where the light comes in, where the shading would be, and exactly the same. So if the light was coming this way, this would be the lighter side, this would be the darker side. If the light was coming this way, lightest side would be here, darkest side would be there. Think about natural shadows, a leaf underneath the petal, of your flowers. There'd be some natural shading there. So I talked about a lot. If you want to go back and watch that show, you absolutely can. I'll do my best to talk it through now, but I am going to just saturate a little bit of that. I'm leaving a little bit of white.
So is it deciding initially where your light source
is going to be? Yeah. So this morning I did the light source here, and I had all the dark shadowing at that side. So again, you could make your mind. So it could come from down here, which means all this would be light, that'd be dark. So it's just about working where your light source is and working with that rule. And if you continue with that rule, you'll be absolutely fine.
Yeah.
So it's just about picking up these ideas, and I'm pretty sure you picked up some great ones for all you crafterganzas.
Absolutely.
This weekend. I bet you picked up some beauties, because literally where I learnt all my techniques were from that lovely lady. So I'm going to come in and, yeah, we'll do the same. I'll have the lightest tones here, and I'll come down with the darker ones down the side of here. And a little bit running through the middle as well. And then I'm going to go to that middle one, which would be the 2.
You have to let us know in the comments. Are you more of a classic user? Do we have tri-blend users in the comments, or are you more into your tri-blend brush pens? Sarah coloured that one earlier with the tri-blend brush pens. But then she did say that classics would be the place to start for anyone wanting to start on an alcohol colouring journey. I think it is either the classics or your tri-blends, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know.
And you can, because obviously this has got a bit more of it, so if you feel like you've gone too dark, you can actually strip it back, because this has got the lightest has got more of the alcohol in again, shall we put it? So it kind of bleeds it out, it kind of bleaches it out. That's a good word to use, bleach. So if you feel that you've gone too dark, too heavy, you can bleach it back out by going over the 2.
Yeah.
And that's where you get your lovely blend from. So again, let me go in with that dark to show you what I mean again. So if I run a bit of it coming through there, I'm going to put a little bit underneath the petals as well.
Yeah.
And if I go back into that middle and going with the secondary colour.
Are the papers still in A4 format, Rhonda's asking, the downloads, do we know?
I think so, yeah.
But you should be able to adapt it, wouldn't you be able to, in your your printer?
Yeah. So resized, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rhonda's also saying, love my illustrators.
I love my illustrators, won't I?
But
I'm just saying that I love my tri-blends, I love my classics. I'm a little bit of a... I love any of them, to be fair. I just love colour.
Have you always loved colouring?
Yeah.
Ever since you were little?
Yes. So my granddaughter's very much like me.
Yeah.
She comes home from school, snack, sits at a table colouring. So telly will be on, and sometimes she'll have a little look up, so she'll have a little gander up, because it's like a colouring table is right underneath the TV.
Yeah.
But 9 times out of 10, head down colouring. Colours for England. The girl loves colouring.
Does she ever turn to you for like any little sort of hints and tips, or is she not old enough yet to really worry about that?
Guess what? She goes to straight away Nan's craft room. Colouring. She's straight in there. She's straight at my colouring desk. And she loves that too. So, yeah, I've been the same. Ever since I've been a youngster, I've been exactly the same. I love colouring. And again, sorry, because I do stop talking.
No, it's fine. It's nice to watch it sometimes. Hey, she'll get some good advice from Nanan, won't she, down the line when she wants it?
She's a potential craft expert in the making.
Well, yeah, give it another... How old is she now?
7.
So I'll give it another 11, 12 years. She might be here. You might
She
be in
could
the show,
well be here. Well,
together.
Nanan will be retired. What was that, how many years?
11, 12 years.
I've got about another 10 years in me.
Have you?
What's the official age for a lady to retire?
I don't know. It's 67 for a man, isn't it, I think? It was 60. It's gone up.
Are you kidding me? Has it gone up?
I just feel like we'll never ever reach retirement because we keep getting closer and closer to it, and it just keeps getting taken further and further away. It won't be 90 by the time we retire.
She's got me for life until I get my OAP.
Do you?
I did. So that's how you would build up like a little bit of colouring. Shall we do a little bit with a petal, with a flower? Oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't realise time. Johnny, I do apologise.
That's all right. Do a bit of colour on the flowers.
Honestly, colouring should be never rushed. Enjoy the process of colouring. Just make sure you put your tops on the right pens.
So, Stephanie, this stamp is from the Bohemian collection, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So if you want to download that one, you might actually, even if you bought that collection, you will have the physical stamp in your craft room currently. Rosalind says, I'm a tri-blend nib girl. And Jenny Barger, hello Jenny, says, I'm excited that there are now SVG files to cut with my Cricut.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's all very exciting, isn't it?
Of course it will.
Yeah.
What does SGV stand for?
Oh, now you're asking. Oh dear.
Oops, sorry, I've asked you a question. Because I obviously I don't work with SGV. I know my friend would, Chris would, so if Chris is watching.
It stands for Scalable Vector Graphics.
Oh my God,
which
that's too
makes
posh.
sense.
That is too posh for me. That's a very posh word. And I am never in a month for Sundays going to remember it.
Vector Graphics.
Scale it down. Scalable. Vector.
Yeah, graphics.
Graphics.
It's an XML-based vector image format used to define two-dimensional graphics for the web, basically.
Oh, where did you get that from?
No, I just knew it.
Did you?
Yeah, SVG images are defined using mathematical formulas describing shapes and paths, allowing them to be scaled to any size without losing quality.
Wow.
Yep.
That's some jargon there.
Mm.
And you just came up with that, did you?
Oh, that's interesting. So I'm beginning to understand this. Sorry, yeah, I didn't know. I've just remembered. SVG stands for Scalable Vector Graphics, and unlike a JPEG or like a GIF file, which are made up of pixels, SVG files are made up of vector graphics. This means they can be scaled to any size without losing quality. Right.
What the heck?
I understand that. What does GIF? What? Oh, what does GIF stand for?
You've got him, Johnny. You've got him.
GIF stands for Graphic Interchange Format. A GIF may contain more than one frame, so it can be animated. Animated GIFs are actually fairly easy to create. Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Have you just spoke a load of, like, you just made all them words up?
No, I knew it all.
Now, can we go back to the original lady who's...
PNG, that's Papua New Guinea, isn't it?
What was that?
Nothing.
What was the lady who was going to do the project?
Pardon what?
The lady who said that she was going to do it with a cricket.
Oh, that is Jenny Barger.
Jenny, share when you've done it.
Share.
Can't wait to see it. Gosh, oh God, I'll never remember that. Everything you've just said, I've completely forgotten already.
Scalable vector graphic. Just remember that one.
That's my number one, because I've lightened it up because I felt like it were a bit too dark.
Lots of love coming in for these scalable vector graphics.
Comic.
I'm not surprised.
And I'm sorry, I've stopped talking again.
It's
I do
fine.
apologise.
I was just thinking ahead. I know we're getting towards the end of the show. Debbie and I are back on tomorrow. We've got a 60-minute deal show tomorrow.
Have we?
Can I just say?
Yeah.
I've heard. I haven't checked me. I've downloaded it. I've heard the 60-minute deals. There might be some tariff-free deals in there as well, which is very exciting.
Yes.
So make sure you come and join that show. Even if you're in the US and you go, oh, there won't be any, there are going to be some tariff-free deals in 60-minute deals. So that is at 2 o'clock tomorrow, 2 till 3. And then tomorrow night it is launch party. Tomorrow we've got the Vintage Rose, Character Edge Dies, the Toddler Collection.
What's the Toddler Collection?
I don't know. Oh, Little Adventure.
Is it Sass and Sparkle and Little Adventure?
Is that what it's called? The Toddler.
Bless her. Now, I do apologise because I have gone a little bit longer there, but you get the gist of colouring. I mean, literally, you would just enjoy that process because, honestly, I would work section by section at a time. And I'm stopping talking again because Debbie's getting carried away. But you absolutely... I love the little butterfly detailing. I can't wait to finish this off. Because I love colouring and I know you guys do too. But yeah, just enjoy playing with it. Honestly, they're a fantastic addition having digi-stamps with the papers, with the sentiments, with those SVG... I forgot already.
Scalable vector graphics.
I'm sorry. With all that, though, isn't that a great addition to the website today? I'm loving that. I'm loving the fact that you could... Because do you know when I started from stamping? Digi-stamping.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't stamp. So everything were on a digital platform, like literally, and then I coloured. So yeah, absolutely amazing. Love it.
Thank you so much to Debbie for a fabulous show. If you want to see more with those scalable effects graphics tomorrow, we will do more, but we've got lots to come. As you can see, Debbie will be with you in the morning. We are together for Wake Up Call and then 60-minute deals as well, and launch party, as you've just heard. It's going to be a fabulous day. Massive thank you to all the team. Thank you to Jam for tonight. Thank you to Rachel. Thank you to Debbie. Thank you to Sarah. Thank you to Johnny. Thank you to Sam. Thank you to Jake. Thank you for watching as well. It wouldn't be anything without you, would it? Enjoy the rest of your Monday, and until tomorrow, bye for now.